The jewelry shop gleamed with crystal lights, polished glass counters, and velvet trays full of glittering stones. Mr. Hawkins, the owner, stood proudly behind the counter in his tailored suit. Known for his wealth and arrogance, he often treated customers not by their humanity but by the shine of their wallets. That morning, the door creaked open and an elderly woman shuffled in. Her coat was faded, her shoes scuffed, and her hands trembled slightly as she clutched a worn handbag. She looked around, eyes wide, as though the jewelry sparkled brighter than anything she had seen in years. Mr. Hawkins's face twisted with disdain. "Can I help you?" he asked sharply. "Yes," the woman said softly. "I was hoping to find something small. A necklace, perhaps. It's for my granddaughter's graduation. She's the first in our family to finish college. Mr. Hawkins smirked. "These are luxury pieces, not for people like you." A few customers glanced over, uncomfortable. The old woman hesitated, reaching into her bag. "I have some savings. I've been putting a little aside each month." She pulled out a small purse filled with coins and worn bills. Her cheeks flushed as she placed them gently on the counter. Hawkins scoffed loudly, pushing the purse back toward her. "This is a jewelry shop, not a thrift store. Get out of my shop." His voice boomed through the showroom, making her flinch. She stood quietly for a moment, her eyes glistening. But instead of arguing, she simply nodded, gathered her money, and turned to leave. The atmosphere in the store grew heavy. One young employee whispered, "Sir, maybe that was a bit harsh." But Hawkins waved him off. Minutes later, a sleek black car pulled up outside. Two men in dark suits stepped in, followed by a distinguished gentleman with silver hair. The room seemed to hold its breath as he entered. "Good morning," the man said, his voice calm but commanding. He scanned the store until his eyes settled on the old woman, who was just at the door. "Mother, what are you doing here?" The shop fell silent. Mr. Hawkins's face drained of color. Mother?" The man nodded. "This is Mrs. Eleanor Whitmore, chairwoman of the Whitmore Foundation, one of the largest investors in your store." Gasps filled the room. Customers turned, whispering. The old woman straightened her back, her dignity returning in an instant. She looked at Hawkins, her eyes no longer timid but sharp. "This man told me I didn't belong here," she said quietly. Her son's expression hardened. "Mr. Hawkins, you've just insulted the very person whose trust keeps this business alive. Do you have anything to say for yourself?" Hawkins stammered, his arrogance collapsing. I didn't know. I thought she—" "That was your mistake," the gentleman interrupted coldly. He turned to his mother, offering his arm. "Come, mother. We will take our business elsewhere." As they walked out, the customers began murmuring angrily about Hawkins's behavior. Some left the shop in solidarity. The young employee who had spoken earlier shook his head in disappointment. For the first time, Hawkins realized that wealth was not just in jewels and gold. It was in respect, kindness, and the quiet dignity of those he had mocked. His empire, once built on arrogance, now trembled because of a single cruel word. Meanwhile, Mrs. Whitmore smiled softly at her son as they stepped into the car. "I didn't need the necklace after all. The lesson was more precious."